going to show you now how close you can get and still miss them. I had 2 conibear traps and 4 footholds on this lodge here, and there hadn't been any sign of anything coming in or out of here. I've seen some otter, caught an otter, saw another otter the other morning. It was real cold. He was coming down the bank. He snuck back into that bank den down there. But when I came in today, it's warmed up some more, and it's starting to kind of cloud up a little bit. We got rain on the way, and the water has come up about 6 inches, but maybe at least one beaver, maybe more than one, has moved into here. They're coming and going, leaving in and out of here. But I can see where they pushed these leaf piles up on this bank in about at least two different places I've seen. And I mean, one of them was within 8 inches of one of my footholds, so he was able to get past 2 conibear traps and 4 footholds, and well, we didn't get him this time. But I can see, I'm going to show you here where he pushed these leaves up, but these banks are so steep. And then tell this fresh, that's real fresh right there, and this is wet mud. But I'm going to take these footholds out, but you can see I already snapped that one trap. That's 3 feet away from where he come out, and then I had another foothold back here. We'll go back behind the lodge here on the other side. I see where they've pushed up some leaves over here. These castor mounds were already here, but he just came in and topped them off with fresh mud. You can tell the difference from the old dried up leaves and then these fresh leaves and mud on top. You see? And all this bank has been scraped right down there where he came off. And that's where I had the foothold at. So that one was probably, I missed that one by 8 inches. I'm still going to take the footholds out and leave the conibears in. And I may come back in here and set this up a little different. I may put in some sliders and use a pair of number 4 long springs on a slider and see if I can't get him. But sooner or later he'll mess up and I'll get him in these conibears if I can't get him with these footholds. But I'd rather see sign in a mist than no sign. So at least there's some new beaver in here, it looks like. Been awfully quiet over here. The otter had taken over there for a minute, but I know there's at least one beaver back, so we'll work on that beaver. Some other ones may show up with this water rising a little bit, so I'm going to keep looking around for other spots. Stay tuned for more trapping action. FullTimeOutdoors.com. This water has finally settled back down, and I'm going to try to come back and put some more snares on these crossovers on these dams like I had before that flash rain, but I've noticed back in here where these beavers have put a small levee in and they're holding back some of this water up in the woods. A perfect place to set up for coon. I've already noticed some places where there's some coon droppings, and there's also these crawfish shells are on the ground. And I can see where there's some natural cubbies around here, places for them to hunt for food. But they're going to hit this little pocket of water right here where these beavers have it. It's not that much water back there and it's not that deep, but that's a perfect place for them to look for food, minnows, whatever they can find, crawfish, and they're going to work this little pool of water. And this, you can see this, there's a little trickle of water coming off this main creek over here. It's run out into this lake, and those are the type of places where these coons will come along here looking for food. Let me see if I can kind of show you the layout of how this beaver dam has got this water blocked over here. It's just a shallow flowage of water, but it leads back to this main creek, and that flows out to the lake where I've been catching most of my beavers on this dam. But when you go out to scout, I'm going to show you now these two dead cypress trees. Now those are perfect places for coon to den, so with those den trees and the way this little flowage of water comes off of this ditch here, and then the pool beyond the beyond that little shallow dam over there, and I've already seen the droppings, and I know the food is there, the crawfish. So this is an ideal location to set up. I'm gonna keep my beaver sets working, and I may come in here and see if I can pick up a coon. You can see how muddy it is here where that water was up high. It's just now dropping back. It's been almost 30 days since we had that big rain, and it took a long time for it to settle back. Picked up a medium-sized beaver here. I mean, we had a heck of a storm last night and got in here, and this water has made 2 jumps over the past, I say, 3 or 4 days. And I couldn't see where it was at. I took my paddle. I could feel down there, and I thought I had something down there. You could feel. I thought, well, maybe it's an otter or a beaver, but I couldn't get the trap up. So I had to keep wrestling around, and I got a long piece of limb here, and I dug down there and I was able to rake it up. I still can't hardly get to the trap, but I got the beaver in the boat here. But I knew there was at least one in here because all these castor mounds had been topped off with fresh mud, and I mean, it was obvious. You could smell it. And I can smell this thing strong right now. It's a real strong castor smell right here. But I don't know if this is the only one that moved into this lodge or not. I took my other trap out because I can't tell where the entrance is, and I want to make sure I got my trap placed proper. And this den entrance here I can't tell where it's at now, so I doubt I'll remake this set. I may move these traps to another location, or I may try to catch something on a pull out I'm just going to keep watching to see where they're working, if they start cutting, or I'll keep watching for these castor mounds. But I almost couldn't get to this one.